Welcome to Lulu's Storytime, where imagination comes to life. Get ready to dive into a world full of heartwarming tales that will capture your imagination as you drift off to sleep. Willow the Wiggle Witch in the Tales of Whimsy Wood
by Jessica Dawn Birks.
Willow was a little witch. She lived in Whimsy Wood. The other witches would cast spells, but Willow never could. When Willow called on her powers and waved her wand up high, she would try with all her might as she chanted to the sky. She would summon her favorite book, but it would always be a flop. The book would wiggle in the air, but then it wouldn't drop. The other witches of Whimsy Wood would have a little giggle when they looked through Willow's window and saw her magic wiggle. The other woodland witches seemed so confident and cool. Willow felt she was not enough and found the other witches cruel. Willow did not have witchy friends, but the animals loved her so. The forest could be a lonely place, but she found friends in the frogs and crows. One day in Whimsy Wood, the creatures got a fright. The color drained from everywhere and disappeared from sight. Every flower became ashen. Every leaf then lost its green. The life drained from the sky, the trees, and the whole forest scene. Within a short amount of time, grayness spread far and wide. They felt so glum under the colorless sun, they even felt gray inside. The witches of the wood came forth with their most confident stride. Willow joined them and tried to help, but they cast her aside. They said, "We don't need your wonky wand. You haven't got a clue. We are the strongest witches here. We know what to do." The witches chanted to the sky as they let their cauldron burn. They cast their spells with wands held high, but the colors did not return. The witches were enraged that their spell had been a duff. To the rest of the forest's disbelief, they flew off in a huff. Willow waited until the witches left, and she whispered to the sky, "Sometimes I feel very gray too, and it makes me want to cry. It makes me wish I was different, more confident and proud. But I like the sky just the same, even with the grayest clouds." The animals started to sing to Willow, "Give your wand a try. You are just as magical as any. See if you can brighten the sky." Willow lifted up her wand and gave herself a chance. She wiggled and twirled around in a very wonky dance. The trees started to wiggle. The grass started to sway and jive. The leaves swirled up in the wind, and Whimsy Wood started to thrive. One by one, in spits and spots, the pigments soon returned, from the little yellow buttercups to the green in every fern. The meadows thrived with color, and every river found its hue. Most of all, the wonderful sky returned to sapphire blue. Along with the trees and flowers, the creatures wiggled all the while. They danced and pranced so happily, so glad to have found their smiles. The animals were so grateful and said to Willow, "Phew!" They were so glad Willow took the chance and believed in herself too. Willow realized her magic wiggles were special and unique. Her wiggly witchcraft had saved the day. She was just different, not weak. When the other witches saw the colors had come back, they flew into the clearing, shouting, "How did you do that?" They said, "Willow, we are sorry for making fun of you. We see now that your magic is strong and powerful too." Willow had wanted to change herself, to fit in with others all her life. But if she had changed, then the forest would have never been revived. She was exactly who she needed to be, and she was right where she belonged. Embracing her quirks and quibbles made her feel super strong. In Whimsy Wood, they celebrated with the most colorful forest feast, and Willow the Wiggle Witch was thanked by every beast. Come back to Lulu's for more story time.